Wrestling.
Hey everybody, welcome to the We Like Wrestling podcast. I'm here with Justin.
Heyo.
And John.
How's it going, everybody?
This episode is something that Justin has been wanting to do for a very long time.
It is time.
Before we get into that, Full Gear was last Saturday. Great show as always.
It was very, very entertaining.
Without, spoiler alert, without surprises.
Yeah,
It
no.
was still a good show,
Lethal.
I guess.
Jay Lethal is now all elite.
I mean, the last one had Cole and Bryan. It's kind of hard to top, but
Yeah,
Still no Bray.
I didn't think there would be.
Ruby Riott wasn't on the show, which is fine.
There's a lot of people not on the show.
yeah, it was for as big as that roster is.
Yeah.
But
I'm waiting for
Finally.
the Ascension to show up. So.
finally, Hangman Page.
Yep.
Good
It
for
was
him.
Finally.
the final feel good moment.
Yeah. Towards the end of the match, the Bucks came out and kind of made it look like they were going to interfere.
Yeah.
But then they gave their nod of approval, pretty much saying, this is your time, kid.
It was more Matt, right? Matt's
Yeah.
the one with the beard, the full beard, I should say.
The black hair. Yep.
Yeah. He was kind of like the one that gave him the nod. I don't know if there's significance to that, but I sent you guys the video. There's a kind of a callback to that from Kenny Omega being in the Bullet Club and not helping AJ beat Kota Ibushi.
But he didn't help Coda either, right? He just sort of stayed
Exactly.
neutral.
Well, right, which is the same thing that the
Yeah.
Bucks did. They didn't help Page win, but they didn't help Kenny win either.
And I think we can all agree that maybe now this is the time that Kenny branches off.
And starts with Adam Cole for killing him.
Yes.
Even though,
I agree with Justin. He should go away for a little while.
yeah, just a
I
couple
think
months.
he will.
He's been champ for like 400
mean,
days.
He might show up on Dynamite
What's
this
the next?
week.
What's
but
the next pay per view?
I don't know.
I never know with AEW.
Is it Double or Nothing or Revolution?
No, Revolution we just had. I thought. Who didn't somebody just win the Face of the Revolution thing? Who? I don't know.
We watched All Out at your place,
Okay.
so it's either Revolution or Double or Nothing. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay. So those are the 4 ones.
But it's every 3 months, so I don't know. But yeah, this will be the Kenny take a break. Bucks and Adam Cole kind of do their thing. Kenny comes back, and then that starts a feud with Cole and Kenny that
Yeah.
everybody wanted in PWG.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll see Steen soon.
And maybe by then Kyle O'Reilly too.
Yeah. But great pay-per-view. AEW never fails to
I
disappoint.
play that Journey of Wrestling game that I send you guys about all the time, and I have made the Elite Era,
That's cool.
kicking Kenny out, kind of the same scenario we're talking about, and bringing in Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. I couldn't get them to budge on Roderick Strong yet. Well, he's their champion, so it's hard for me. Like, it's modern. They keep up with modern. There's an update, so champions are champions, whatever. And when you try to lure a champion away, you need to pay a lot of money.
And we also did pro wrestling scorecards for Full Gear.
Yeah.
I'm
Fuck
still a
off.
champion.
I did the worst. I don't know what happened, man.
I think I came in third, I think.
I did not predict these very well.
Before we get into our main topic, let's go ahead and do the
Run a number 10.
number 10 Royal Rumble tournament.
Should we update the people what we're...
Nah, we'll do it like some other time. We get to like 20
Our goal is to get all 30 people
in by
by
January.
the Rumble, and then we'll do the Rumble tournament.
We'll get it in by January so that we can
Yes.
spend January doing the Rumble tournament itself.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah. And we've done what, 1 through 9.
If you send me the list, I can post it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because after tonight, we'll have 1 through 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is number 10. So this is an interesting one. All right. Steve Blackman, 1998. Which is the perfect 10. Ty Dillinger,
Oh,
2017.
Dillinger.
Dillinger.
Wow, no Blackman love?
He was in more.
Local-
Dillinger was probably only in that one.
He's a local guy.
I don't care. He also had a terrible TV show where he was like a bounty hunter or something.
Steve Blackman?
Yeah.
Oh, I know that.
They never like released it, but it's there's like stock footage of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
he didn't really have a lot of personality.
He didn't in the show either. Probably why True TV or whatever didn't pick it up.
Rick the Model Martel, 1995.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think we've seen like every number in this tournament.
He should be.
1, 2, 3 Kid, 1996.
Oh man. Oh, 96. That's heel. That's crappy heel turn.
That's not DX, right?
No, not yet. No, he's
Is
he's
that
about
like
to
him and
leave.
Kane?
No. 1, 2, 3 kid. This is,
Oh, 1, 2, 3
he's
Kid,
not
yeah,
even
yeah.
in the
I'm thinking
NWO
X-Pac,
yet.
Yeah.
But he's in the $1 Million Corporation.
That's right. He turned on Razor.
Yeah, so we got to go with Martel. Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, that 1, 2, 3 kid was terrible. Underdog 1, 2, 3 kid, tremendous. Heel, baby faced, literal baby faced heel doesn't work.
A guy who's already in the Rumble tournament. I think he's number 9. Mr. Perfect from 1993. Seth Rollins, 2019. I'd watch that match.
That's the year Rollins won, I believe.
How many are Rollins in? Like shit.
Well,
Man.
Perfect's in like the first 5, and then he's gone.
Yeah.
They just
and then
back
2002.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Perfect.
Well, how many do you think Dolph and Kofi are in?
Yeah.
I'm going Rollins.
That'd be a good match. Come on.
But like now, ever since like 2010, it's the same people in the Rumble every year.
Yeah.
I'll take Seth. Perfect's already in.
Yeah.
I do like both. Hey, he's going to get another chance. Steve Blackman, 2001.
The hardcore title era.
Basically the same guy was in 98.
Yeah.
And Tommy Boys Will Be Boys Dreamer, 2003.
Oh, man.
Blackman.
You got to take Blackman by
Blackman.
default.
Yeah, Blackman. Didn't people forget about the Boys Will Be Boys yet?
Like every time I see Jimmy Snuka, I'm like, I know he ain't going to win.
I was gonna add that to the conspiracy list.
Oh.
Yeah. But I figured it was talked about on Dark Side.
Virgil, 1994. So
That's
on his own.
he's gotta be almost gone.
That's
Because the
Red
Yoko's
Trunks. That's him and Piper.
what you yeah, no, way after.
94.
That's 2 years after.
Oh, so he's on his own.
Yeah.
That's
Try to piece together timelines with Raw starting in 93. That's one of my, when we talk about like early and mid 90s, Raw being right in the middle of there is usually how I can, okay, so what did they do on Raw versus what they did on like Superstars? So if I can remember things from Raw, like the Piper and Virgil thing didn't happen on Raw. That's how I can remember shit like that.
I always get like so many WCW guys are in WWE.
Yeah, and then go back and like Jarrett. It's hard to like when we start bringing up Jarrett. It's gonna be hard to figure out. Wait a minute, which year did he? Because he like left 1 year, then went to WCW for 1 year, and then came back for a year, and then left again for a year. It's hard.
Like Benoit, Malenko, Saturn. I'm like, it had to be after 2001 because the invasion. I'm like, no, they were before the invasion.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
So I get that mixed up a lot, that era.
Yeah,
Virgil, 1994. Kane, 2007.
yeah.
Kane.
I don't like. I gotta say Virgil. I don't like 2007 Kane.
Okay, which version is that?
That would be like
ECW.
No
Yeah.
mask.
yeah, ECW, Brothers of Destruction on ECW. That's the Kane.
That's when he beat Chavo at Mania in like 5 seconds.
Ooh, Chavo.
I don't know. I still take Kane.
Bullshit.
Virgil.
I
Although
tried.
Virgil did invent wrestling.
I tried.
Virgil has the biggest
One
nuts.
of
What do
these.
you mean?
He's the biggest dick.
His meat stick. What do you call it? Meat sauce.
Yeah.
Chuck Palumbo, 2008.
Yeah.
Is that Billy and Chuck?
I
Biker.
don't think
That's
so.
biker.
Yeah, that's
That's biker?
That's beating women, Billy and Chuck.
Actually, that might even be past Biker.
Yeah, I think so.
Because
2008. I
Biker
didn't
was
even
the
know.
5th SmackDown.
He had to be gone by 2008. That had to be his last.
Yeah, really.
Biker was when SmackDown had the fist.
But it was probably on the end.
That might have
tail
been
end of
like, we need one more body for this Rumble.
that. Yeah.
You can go tomorrow. Daniel Bryan, 2015.
Oh, Brian.
Brian.
Poor Chuck.
Is 2015 the yes year?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the day before Punk takes his ball and goes home and sends Brian on his career path, which would make a great storyline further down the road when one of them turns heel.
That's the where he got eliminated and everyone like shit all over the rest of the Rumble. Is that year?
No, I don't think it's that
When Brian
year.
got eliminated and they like booed Batista, they booed
Oh,
Ray.
okay, yeah. No, I think you're mixing up 2 different years though, because this is the first year that Batista got booed. I think it's because of Batista. Then the next year would be Philly. That's when they wanted Bryan to go to like the end, and he went out really early, and Roman ended up winning.
Yeah,
Because that's his. He like hurt himself and then came back. And that was going to be like he was going to. Everybody thought he was going over.
Yeah, that one was for the belt.
Yeah,
Triple H won 2016.
But that was Bryan's build, wasn't it?
No.
He won at Mania, and everyone was like, "Yes, he finally won." That was like his.
And whatever year he came back, whatever year would be Philly when Roman won. That was Philly.
Like 16 or 17,
maybe 14.
They were in Philly. Then like 2 years later, they were in Philly again. They came.
Yeah. Either way, Bryan's going through, right?
Dusty Rhodes, 1990. Sami Zayn, 2018. This is polka dot Dusty.
It is, but it's still Dusty. It's Dusty.
I'll go with Dusty.
He's only in 2 Rumbles. 90, 91, right? Or 89, 90.
91 was the tag match, him and Dustin.
Right.
So he wasn't in the Rumble.
So 89, 90. Yeah.
And then he was gone.
Yeah.
I'll go Dusty.
What?
Yeah, I think I'd take Dusty.
He said Dusty.
I know. I was just trying to think who I would take. Like, I like both those guys. Hey, we were talking about this guy earlier. This used to be one of Justin's favorite. Test.
No, it's not. Andrew Martin was not one of my favorite. I liked his ECW run though. I actually did. I thought he was going to be I thought they were really going to push him
with short hair.
When he came back, and then he got roided up and went to TNA.
They were making him as like a monster.
Yeah, because he actually became a monster.
Well, if I remember back then, him and Lashley were touring doing a house show loop, and Test kept making Lashley look bad. Like he wouldn't sell for him. He was like, beating him up a little bit, roughing up the young guy. And that time, Lashley was being built up to be.
Well, he probably had the same. He probably just saw Brock Lesnar again. Like he probably just thought, "Oh, this fucking guy, here we go again." Like new young guy, super strong, gonna come and take my fucking spot.
It's a shiny new toy.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot on him.
So so that's what got him lost his push and then got him released, and then
he roided up.
The Punisher.
Fucking bullshit. Oh god.
Anyway, Test.
What year was Test?
It's 2000.
All right, so that's still the Stephanie thing.
Is that him and Stephanie?
Yeah.
Okay. Versus Kofi Kingston, 2016, and he's probably got like 50 chances. In the fantasy.
Test.
Test.
Remember him and Stacy Keibler? We love our testicles.
And Scott Steiner. 33. Yeah. Yo, on their Snapper Instagram, NXT has a thing you can vote whether Braun Breaker, did I get it right? Is that his name? I keep getting it wrong.
Rick Jr.
Whether he has a 33 and 1/3 chance or a 144 and 2/3 chance.
So why do they make all these references, but they don't?
I don't know.
Mention he's Steiner.
I don't know, because maybe Ciampa's trying to get fired. I don't know.
On Instagram though, I did see that Ciampa video, and he said you only have a 33 and a third chance of beating me or something like that. And I was like,
Did he call himself a genetic freak? He should have. I mean, because Ciampa is a little bit of a genetic freak.
Are we taking Test?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Testicles.
Unfortunately.
Repo Man. Demolition Smash. 1992.
No. It's Repo Man.
Sylvain, 2006.
Sylvain Gagne.
Sylvain from the La Resistance.
Sylvain Gagne. There's conspiracy with him.
Is he he's the French model one, or is that Rene Dupree?
Yeah, he's the model.
Yeah. But actually, there is a conspiracy about him that I didn't really know much about. That's why I didn't add it. But apparently, him and Pat were an item.
Oh.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
Oh.
I'll go with Repo Man.
I never thought of Sylvain much either way.
Yeah. I'm trying to get that NXT thing to see if it was...
I'll take Sylvain. Well, Justin's a tiebreaker.
Repo Man.
I never understood if he's a repo man. Repo will take back the things you didn't pay for.
Here it is. I want to show you. What percentage chance does Braun Breaker have of winning the NXT title? Less than 33 and 1/3 or 141 2/3% chance? Come on, man. That is awesome.
That's great. Hurricane 2004.
He's still Hurricane 2004?
That would have been The Rock.
Oh.
That thing with The Rock.
Oh, okay.
Like
Alright.
that's when the
So it's
Rock came
probably
back.
his most like overtime as Hurricane.
That was like Eric Bischoff era. Like
Yeah.
that might have been with Rosie.
Okay.
Booker T, 2005.
Hurricane.
Was that not world champion Booker, King
No.
Booker?
Yeah,
Maybe,
probably
maybe.
2005?
King Booker
maybe.
was world champion Booker.
No.
Oh, you're thinking of previous.
That might have been U.S.
Well, he was world champ when Batista was
because
hurt.
Benoit died in what 07?
But he was King Booker then.
He was? I thought
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
King
champion.
Booker before he was world.
He went from US to world. He went up. And
Yeah.
I mean technically he was world before.
Yeah.
But he went from US on SmackDown, he went as King Booker, he went from US to world.
I think that might have been the U.S. era. But
Either way, I gotta say Booker.
I'm okay with Booker. I mean, I like Hurricane, but
Yeah, I like Hurricane too, but I gotta say Booker.
Ted DiBiase Jr., 2009.
that's Legacy.
Blue Meanie, 1999.
Ted.
Ted.
Hey, maybe Ted will send JBL out for him.
I'm sure we'll
Is that-
see Blue Meanie at the 2300 Arena.
Why'd you say it like that?
He was in
He's-
AEW when we were
yeah,
there.
He's always in Philly.
Why
He lives
why
in
do you
Philly.
say it like that?
He's not a special attraction.
That's because
I
you
don't know.
were born in like 2021.
I don't know. Like,
Fucking
know.
child.
there's going to be a ton of ECW guys there.
Yeah,
but
because
some of
ECW
them,
was fucking awesome.
yeah, but some of them we haven't seen in a while. And then there's guys like Sandman, Raven, and Meanie who's everywhere.
They got nothing else to do.
Raven's not everywhere.
You
Sam,
know Shane Douglas won't be there.
you don't know that because he's not from Philly. He like likes to represent Philly, but he's not from Philly.
Uh,
Like all you Pittsburgh guys want to secretly be from Philly.
Ted DiBiase Jr. This,
I said
Again?
no, this is another.
This is another one.
Yes, he's in back-to-back matches.
Oh shit.
That was Ted Jr. 09, just beat Blue Meanie. This is Ted Jr. 2010 versus the Sultan from 1997.
Jesus Christ.
Ted.
Well, then we're
Sultan.
gonna have like Ted versus Ted in the next round. I
Sultan.
think
Sultan.
Ted.
Sultan was Savio, right?
No, Sultan was Rikishi.
Rikishi. I mean, who was Savio? I keep getting them.
Quang.
Quang. That's right. Yeah, mixed up.
Fuck, I put him over in every episode.
I know. You mixed up.
I'll say Ted.
So Ted Jr. and Ted is still legacy.
Nah.
No, that's him and Cody.
Nah. Yeah, he's on his own now.
That's his face.
yeah.
I think Legacy was just like 08 to 09 ish or 09 to
I remember
10.
that one Rumble. The three of them like
Oh,
helped each other out. Remember-
08 WrestleMania was Ted and Cody versus Orton. That was the legacy breakup.
No, they had
And
a
then 9?
triple threat.
Oh, is that what it was?
But
Whatever.
but 09 I'm pretty sure was the start
Oh.
of the breakup.
09 was Dashing Cody. We looked it up last week. I was looking up the cards. His 09 or 010, whichever one it was Dashing. Because we had the same problem with Cody last
Okay.
week.
If Cody was number 13 like
Yeah.
5 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm going Ted.
and you said Sultan.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take Sultan because Ted just won.
Yeah.
So we don't have Ted versus Ted.
Plus, which one of them wrestled The Rock at WrestleMania?
True.
It's not Ted.
Which one of them ran over the Rock?
No,
Stone
I'm talking
Cold.
about Sultan.
Ran over
It's
Stone
just
Cold.
Sultan. Sultan wrestled Rocky Maivia, the first ever Rock Mania.
Bushwhacker Butch from 1989.
That's In and Out, right?
That was Luke.
Oh, that was Luke. Okay.
Jeff Hardy, 2002.
Oh, wait, that's
That's
an
Hardy
arcade
Boys.
job. Yeah.
No.
that-
No. That was the Undertaker?
Isn't that TLC?
yeah, that's Undertaker. Yeah, no, that's Undertaker.
That was Undertaker in the ladder match.
Yeah,
That's
so
when-
I'm gonna say Jeff.
Yeah. That's when they
Fucking
split.
Bushwhacker.
Jeff was on Raw and V1 was
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Do 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 do.
That's before Jeff's world title run.
Matt hates mustard.
Matt does not like rainy days. Heath Slater, 2013.
Was that the one that he
Slater
never
Gator?
got? Oh no, that was McGillicuddy. Said he
Yeah.
never.
Yeah.
No, it's Curtis Axel.
Shelton Benjamin,
Yes.
2020.
No.
Last year. Remember he came out and he
Yeah,
hugged Brock like,
yeah.
oh, we're
Heath.
cool. And then Brock,
It's gotta be Heath. Slater Gator.
Yeah. He has kids.
Yeah.
who was very nice, by the way, we met him.
Oh yeah. I didn't meet him.
Epico from 2012.
Christ.
Is that Carlito's brother or Carlito's nephew?
They're
they
No,
both
it's
his brother?
cousin. It's either brother or cousin.
Yeah, I can't keep track of who's.
I don't remember.
Primo
is
one is his brother.
I think Primo is his brother because they were the tag team. It was
and then
Carlito and Primo.
Epico is.
Yeah,
Epico's a cousin.
They look alike.
And he was he the one that played Sin Cara? No, that was
No,
Hunico.
Oh, that was Hunico.
Yeah. So Epico 2012, Big E 2021.
Big E.
Oh, Biggie.
Hercules from 1991.
Power and Glory.
Glory.
Yeah,
I'd say that's when he was all roided up, but that was his entire run.
thing.
Gold Dust.
No, this is where he's not roided up. This is 91. Y'all are getting small now.
He had the one where he had no neck. He was like,
yeah, that was literally everything else.
Gold Dust 2014.
Ugh.
That's not prime Gold Dust. Is that one of his many comebacks?
That might have been him and
No,
Stardust.
that's him and Stardust. That's the cosmic connection or whatever.
I'll go with Gold Dust.
Hercules couldn't wrestle. He was a big muscle guy.
But he was cool to watch.
He was always the guy. He was the Warriors' first feud.
Hercules.
He's the guy who puts over.
I gotta pick Hercules.
I'll take Hercules.
Oh, God.
I like
He had a good gimmick. I mean,
from my childhood.
yeah.
All right, second round. Ty Dillinger, 2017.
So weird to hear his name like that.
Rick the Model Martel, 1995.
Kind of the same gimmick, huh? Perfect.
Well, Ty Dillinger didn't think he was a model. He just thought he was a perfect man, perfect 10.
I mean, perfect 10 implies that you're gorgeous, right? You know,
Martel.
You should. Why Ty Dillinger, Tyler Breeze, Mr. Perfect, and Rick Martel, all the same gimmick essentially. So what was it? Him and who?
Rick Martel, 1995.
Martel.
95. That's
It's model. It's
that's
late
him
model.
feuding with Tito.
No,
That's every year.
no, that's him and Razor, where they just did that battle royal for the Intercontinental
For
title.
the last two.
Yeah. Actually, that may be a little too late for that. Shit, 95. He must be almost out.
That's got to be his last.
Mhm.
Seth Rollins, 2019. Steve Blackman, 2001.
Rollins.
Kane, 2007. Daniel Bryan, 2015. Hey,
Bryan.
Team Hell No.
Brian.
Yeah, Team Hell No.
Deathy Foods, 1990. Test, 2000.
Dusty.
Well, you guys
Dusty and Bryan, huh? The weird one.
Repo Man, 1992.
And then you have Repo Man.
He's a repo man. Why does he have tire marks all over his? I don't get it. Booker T, 2005.
Booker.
Repo Man.
I'm taking Booker.
Hey, which one of those stole Macho Man's hat?
Ted DiBiase Jr., 2009. And the Sultan must be having flashbacks. They just wrestled Ted in the last round.
Yeah.
Ted.
I was wrestling Ted again.
Ted.
Jeff Hardy, 2002. Heath Slater, 2013.
Jeff.
I was more of a Matt guy myself. Never
Same.
Never understood the hoopla about Jeff.
I always liked Jeff better.
Big E, 2021. Hercules, 1991.
Big E.
Ooh, that would be cool.
That'll be a Matt classic. Right
Yeah,
there.
that would be cool though.
That's a
They would
five-star.
outpower each other, but yeah, Biggie.
Biggie.
That would be fun to watch though.
Rick Martel, 1995. Seth Rollins, 2019. Well, he's had all the workers. You know that?
Rollins.
Martel had 1, 2, 3 Kid, Ty Dillinger, and now Seth.
Yeah.
He's been working.
I'll go with Seth.
Daniel Bryan, 2015. Dusty Rhodes, 1990.
Dusty. And what?
I'm taking Ryan. That's not the best version of Dusty.
It's not the best version of Bryan either.
Dusty was never really a worker. He was his personality got him over, his character.
I'll go
Sure.
Dusty.
Really?
Wow. Oh, there goes Brian.
I'm sure Brian will have more chances.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Dusty only has 2.
That's true. Booker T, 2005. Ted Jr., 2009.
Junior.
Ooh.
Oh. I'll take Booker.
Boo. I tried
I
for
like
you,
Ted.
Ted.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy, 2002. Big E, 2021.
I still gotta say Big E through this. It's gotta be. He's over.
Yeah. Biggie.
All right, final four.
All right.
Seth Rollins 2019, Dusty Rhodes 1990. Boy, Seth has had some matches too.
Seth.
Yeah, Seth's got to go through.
He really wanted Dusty.
I was worried. I was taking Seth, so I'm like, I don't know. Booker T 2005, Big E 2021.
E. And now we have the NXT Championship
So that
match.
was Seth Rollins 2019 and Big E 2021.
First two NXT champions.
So Seth 2019 is.
I think that's the year he won.
But it's not. He's not the most over.
That was him and
been.
Brock. Yeah.
You say he's out of the Shield. It's heel.
Yeah, it's far out of the Shield.
I'll go with E.
I gotta say Big E too.
Wow.
Big E.
He's our first
number
big
10.
man, right?
Kane.
Oh yeah.
He's like our first muscle guy.
Big E can still work though.
Oh yeah.
I thought it'd be Seth. Oh man, we're gonna have a worker rumble.
No.
So Big E 2021 is our
Yeah,
number
he'll probably
10
be through again.
entrant.
He'll probably be through again.
All right. Now, fun time.
Well, that wasn't
This-
fun.
It was. But we've been waiting for this.
So I went on Reddit. There's 1,000 conspiracy theories out
The
there.
glasses come
wrestling.
off.
It's about to get real.
There's lots.
This is your episode now, Justin.
There is that everybody knew about the screw job, including Brett. There's the one that Benoit did not kill his family or himself, that it was Kevin Sullivan or somebody else entirely. We don't know. Maybe that kid in Connecticut that wrote that Wikipedia article or entry, whatever it was, before he was pronounced dead. Do you guys not know about that part? I'm not going to bring it up. We're not talking about it. There's the Vince covers up Jimmy Snuka's murder. Not of him being murdered, of him murdering someone.
A local girl actually out in town.
Yeah. But I've found 3 that I think are a little more obscure. And the first one is an offshoot of the screw job. It is that Vince McMahon wanted to send Bret Hart and Vince Russo to WCW to kill it because he knew once they were there, they wouldn't get over. I mean, well, Bret wouldn't get over. And Russo, he knew what Russo could do because he was the filter. He stopped all the crap Russo was trying to put on TV. It seems like a logical one, right?
Yeah, that's not
A lot
too
of crap got on
far-fetched.
TV. Vince must have missed a few days.
What, like what? Kennel of Hell, or whatever it was called.
Can't forget about what he did in TNA too, but that's later.
Yeah.
Um,
But that is the conspiracy, is that he wanted Bret to go over. He was going to let Bret get all the money he could, and then let Russo go over because he's going to kill it.
and Brett didn't do much in WCW, did he?
No.
He got super kicked by
No.
Goldberg.
They didn't do much with Bret.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Bret actually had some really good matches. DDP, Benoit, even some of the Goldberg matches were good.
But
He had
like
a
he was never
perfect
champ
match.
or anything.
He was
Yeah, he was world
champ
champ.
in US.
Yeah, he was.
He was
but
in NWO. He
You
was
don't
out.
care.
Yeah.
Well, he was in NWO from the start, right?
Wasn't he originally supposed to be the third man?
No.
No.
Or who was it?
Sting was going to be
Sting.
the third man because Hogan didn't think it worked. And then somebody, supposedly Kevin Sullivan, talked him into it.
Hmm.
Like the night of,
The screw job is November, and Bret doesn't show up in WCW,
till January.
and then he referees a match
And he had there was no non-compete then.
because he was. His
There was
contract was up.
nothing.
Yeah.
It was done.
That's
He
the-
could have been
so-
on, that happened Sunday. He could have been on a plane
on Nitro.
and on Nitro that Monday.
Literally,
So-
like the hottest thing in wrestling.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about it,
You have a big star like Brett, and he's a special referee.
and they backed
And
up
then
the money
what did
track.
they do? They tried to recreate the thing that screwed him. They tried to do the thing where he ran in as the ref, but he counted or something for Hogan. Or no, it was Sting. Sting had him in the Scorpion Deathlock, which is the
Sharpshooter.
sharpshooter, and he was supposed to come in and ring the bell the same way Earl did. But it looked terrible.
Oh, yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, it did not work. But yeah, instead of booking him in a match with anyone,
Let's have him come out on Monday and talk. Cut a promo.
give me anything. But Starrcade is their event. You know,
That's
instead
their
of
mania,
start a huge run against somebody like, he could even come in and go right after Nasher Hall. hey, I know he was your boy and he screwed me over there. Acknowledge it. But they didn't acknowledge like anything.
No, they wasted that opportunity.
And then Russo, I mean, look, I like Jeff Jarrett as much as the next guy, but he's not a world champion
Or a horseman.
He's a horseman. He's a horseman. It's
You
fine.
didn't like Double J as NWA either.
Oh,
In
TNA?
Yeah.
No, he's fine. But when you have other guys who are more deserving in WCW, Russo comes over. Who did he make friends with back in WWE? And who does he put the title on and then surround himself with the entire time he was there?
David Arquette.
No. No. Look, hold on. You know what? You want to talk about that?
That's not a
I
conspiracy.
defend that. I think that is a great move.
Should we bring David Arquette to a convention?
I would love to. I mean, I'm double on that one. You know that, right?
Yeah.
He's a wrestler and he's in my favorite movie. So, but I mean, that's not a terrible thing. We still talk about it today.
Yeah.
We still say it.
But nobody
Whether it was bad or good or whatever.
but nobody mentions Brett in WCW.
But he never, yeah. But he never like wrestled for the belt and won it. It was gimmicky. He got put over on someone. He didn't win the match. He just got placed on someone. And then he didn't lose the match. DDP lost the match.
So how much do you believe that conspiracy theory?
It makes sense. I mean, I don't know how much I believe the Brett part.
Yeah, I don't know what Brett would have done.
Well, he knew that they would wait on Brett, or maybe Brett made them wait. Maybe he knew how to kill the heat.
So I know you didn't really want to touch on this, but to add to that, I mean, the cameras cut to Brett.
I will go down with the ship saying that Bret Hart knew about the screw job and that other people besides just whatever it was supposed to be, Vince, Pat, Bruce, Sean and Hunter and Earl. Bullshit. That production team knew. Everyone knew. I think so. I'll go down with the ship saying it. I think so.
If I put my 2-week notice in at my job to go to another rival hospital, they're not going to let me wear that other hospital shirt for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, Brett spot out WCW in the ring and they showed him.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Cut away.
Yeah.
That's the part of the conspiracy, is it?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would any of that have actually happened the way it happened?
Yeah.
Why would Vince have gone in that locker room by himself? Well, not by himself, but with no cameras. Why would they even allow that footage to be seen? Vince McMahon has sued people over everything. I'm surprised we haven't been sued yet. And he didn't sue for the rights of that footage? Bullshit.
Or Beyond the Mat, which is a good documentary,
Bullshit.
by the way.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the Wrestling with Shadows.
Oh, the Brett one, yeah.
The Brett one. He had to sign off on that stuff.
Brett
It was
paying for that. That wasn't really a WWE production.
But it was backstage at Vince's show. He has to sign off on it. At the end of the day, there's no way it's not signed off.
I mean,
the footage shows Vince walk in
and then walk out,
and
with
then
his
he
head
walks
down,
out.
which you don't see the black eye right away,
And you don't see the fight inside.
and you don't see the black eye that supposedly he had right away. But eventually, you see it on TV, and then you get the nice
Brett screwed Brett.
Yeah.
That's what the Bulldog pulled Brett off, is the rumor, or Neidhart. One of them.
I don't know.
pulled.
and again, you know, if Vince was behind this, he got publicity from it. I mean, we're still talking about it.
You don't spin that in one day. You don't figure that shit out in one day. You have that shit planned.
I mean, we've been to indie shows for, like the one we were at where he couldn't get a belt off.
Yeah.
And it's chaos. And people were like, what do we do? How do we? And this was not chaotic.
You guys weren't even there. I was backstage right there at Gorilla. 7 guys standing at the curtain waiting. Do you want me to run in? Do you want me to go in there and hand him something? You know, there's a bunch of guys like, we're all ready.
Yeah.
How the fuck did no one run down when Vince McMahon, your leader, gets spit on?
Yeah.
You telling me Undertaker, who has time and time been talked about as the locker room leader, that the time that Sean wasn't going to put over, was it Austin?
Was it that? Yeah.
Yeah, he came to the back. He said, and Bruce says it. He took off his tape and he sat there right at Gorilla and waited to make sure Shawn was going to put that shit over. Once he did the job, Taker left. He was making sure Shawn was doing that shit.
That was
You're telling me Taker didn't run down? Somebody spits on Taker's loyalty?
I mean, back
Or
then,
even-
though, he was still trying to keep
like
his
you said,
character.
wrestling with shadows. Why wouldn't he be in the back, storming around like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
apparently, Taker talked to Vince, and he said, you need to let him do this.
What is it?
But
Pritchard said that somebody had to go get Taker and say, "Hey, Vince wants to see you in his office." And Taker went in, and they closed the door and sort of locked Taker in the office, so Vince could go talk to Brett.
Really?
I think
I've
that's what
never
Bruce
heard
said,
that one.
something like that. Like
That would make sense, though.
that they sort of had to get him.
I think you could break the door down.
But
Oh, yeah.
wouldn't that make him more pissed when he got out? Like, who the hell just locked?
Yeah,
me
we're
in
talking
here?
about we're talking about prime Mark Calloway. He can break that door down.
He's the most respected guy in the locker room. Like,
Yeah. But I'm just saying strength wise, he could break that door down if he wanted to.
oh yeah,
But yes, in '97,
but he
is,
might have been sitting there thinking, like, where the hell's Vince? Is he coming or what? Like,
yeah.
you know,
I don't know. That's well. Speaking of Taker, we can move on to the next one. Thank you for that segue. Brock shot on Taker to beat the streak.
I don't know. I've always
It's
heard
been
that
talked about.
that Vince put that in Taker's hands. When you want to lose it, you let me know.
I also heard that Taker was concussed.
Yeah, he said
And
that.
he didn't remember even that match.
But that's not the point. I mean, if he was concussed, they weren't calling it in the ring. The finish. So on the other side, do you think that possibly Taker and Brock planned it by themselves and didn't let anybody else know?
I genuinely think the reaction on Heyman's face was
It's Heyman, but
was
he's
real.
fucking good, man.
He is.
Paul Heyman, I mean, he lied to an entire locker room for years.
But yeah,
Got away
but-
with it.
But when that
And people
happened,
still defend him to this day.
when that happened though, it looked like he wanted to like jump in the ring and like break it up.
I had heard, I forget where I heard it, but supposedly only Vince, Taker, and Brock knew. Like, so Heyman's reaction with Jen, even the referee was like, I just counted 3. Am I?
I'm
like,
fired.
So, I mean, if anybody could shoot on Taker, Brock would be the guy.
Taker has a lot of
Yeah,
respect
no one's
for
stopping
Brock.
him.
If Brock wants to beat you, he's going to beat you. I mean,
And so there's always that thing that back when Brock lost his title, I believe, or maybe lost his last MMA fight in the UFC, Taker was in the audience.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
And he shook his hand when Brock was leaving, and he said, "Are you ready to do this?" It's called on camera. You can look it up.
I've
And
that I know.
he said, "Are you ready to do this?" I mean, it would have been a long build because there was years between that. But did Taker know at that point that's the guy that's beating me? Because if anybody could actually beat me, it's that guy. And then, unfortunately, then they sullied it. I wish if two versions: Undertaker dies with the streak,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar is the only one to beat him.
Yeah.
Not. I don't even want to say it. So,
Like at that point,
not
why?
the second win.
Yeah. So
Fuck, I would have taken
Apparently-
Bray.
apparently Taker really respects Brock.
They're
and that
friends,
that
They're
yeah,
definitely.
And
it's
that
been
started-
yes.
and that started when
And
Brock,
there's very few people that Brock Lesnar likes.
I mean that Hell in a Cell match was great.
Like Taker, Shelton, and R-Truth are like the only 3 people. he
Paul
likes.
Heyman, him and Paul Heyman are friends.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know. You think he just tolerates him? I don't know, man. I don't know how you can actually be friends with Paul Heyman.
I saw a picture of Brock, Shelton, and Baron Corbin at dinner.
That must have been a fun dinner.
But so anyway, the conspiracy is that if he did shoot on Taker, how do you not demand more money? I'm the only guy that's pinned your beast.
Maybe
You're not
that's-
going to fire me.
and
And
how
how
does-
fire me? I'm going to go wherever I want to go and be a bigger star.
And if it's anyone else and they get to the back, Vince is going to like pop a blood vessel screaming at the guy.
Well, he's
Look,
already. We've seen the video of him throwing the belt at Vince at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
He threw the Universal title. I think it was like a Universal title match.
Yeah. Was it the one
He threw
against
it?
Seth or something?
I don't remember, but he threw it at him.
Or
Yeah.
Roman. Yeah.
I mean, Brock could change the outcome and get away with it in the back. Anyone else, Vince is going to fire
What do you
as soon as
do?
walk through the curtain.
If he just pinned him, can't take that back, can't erase it. And if we fire him, he's going to go to MMA, and he's either going to make a ton of money and say, well, now your beast can't get his win back, or he's going to go to New Japan and say, hey, I'm the guy that beat the Undertaker over there. He's got that to his name forever. So whatever he does in professional wrestling, obviously that shit doesn't really matter in MMA, but
Yeah.
anything he does in professional wrestling, he is the guy that beat the Undertaker.
My thing is, if they had this planned out, you have to think Taker considered retirement after that, at least.
I mean, I kind of had a feeling like for a while that Undertaker was planning retirement. Every year was like, is it the last one?
Even as a kid growing up, like as I got older, I said if he loses, he's done.
Ric Flair, fuck. I mean,
Oh, yeah. But so if you lose and then you come back the next year and wrestle and win,
I
and
don't
then
know.
you lose again, why?
He's dead. So,
Well,
but like if you went out that way, people wouldn't be mad.
you're supposed to go out that way.
Instead, you came back and you made people realize that you're past your prime. You're done.
Yeah.
So you made it worse on yourself.
Yeah, that last match with AJ was all gimmick. That was all.
Yeah.
That's why it wasn't a straight up match.
And the match with Cena, that was 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I forget that was even a match.
He just tossed Cena around and pinned him. That was just.
So then at that point, why?
Yeah, he lost to Brock, beat Bray, and then lost to the other one.
And then
was that right?
Roman. Yeah.
Yeah, but and you don't even need to lose to Roman at Mania. You can do that at SummerSlam or something.
Wasn't there another match in there somewhere?
Bray.
Goldberg wasn't WrestleMania?
No, that was Saudi
That
Arabia.
was Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
It was Brock and then Bray.
Okay. I knew there was Goldberg, but I forgot that it was Saudi Arabia. And then he had that tag match in Saudi Arabia, right? That was
yeah. The
Saudi Arabia matches kind of ring as WrestleMania matches to me, just because they put so much emphasis on it.
And they don't really count them though in like canon. Like that Greatest Royal Rumble doesn't count in the Rumble. Like
good. It shouldn't. Okay, so the last one, and this is a fun one. I don't know, man. It is what it is. Maybe something happened. Vince and Shawn were lovers.
I like the Pat and Savant one better.
Yeah.
That one I believe.
Maybe it was Pat and Shawn. I don't know.
Man,
maybe it was Pat and Vince.
Shawn is a sexy boy.
Look, Vince loves men's bodies. Hey, pal, can I wheel you up?
Yeah, but he doesn't really like Shawn Michaels' body. He likes Batista bodies.
You don't know if he likes that hairy chest.
He likes 6'8", 300 pounds.
I think he was in there telling Shawn, hey, pull down your pants at the Royal Rumble. Do you remember that? He pulls down his underwear, or his tights, I should say.
You think Vince shot those pictures for Playgirl?
Maybe.
And sent him in?
Maybe.
I mean, he had Shawn kiss his ass.
Yeah. Maybe it's not the last time. Maybe that's not the first time.
And
Maybe
then
Shawn spun him around a few times.
Yeah.
And then Shawn shoved his head in Big Show's ass.
The thing is, how did
Vince
the
likes
Click,
eating ass.
how did the Click
Vince
get
likes
away with all the things they did? No one else had ever gotten away with that kind of shit. No one else has since. How did Shawn, Diesel, Razor get away with doing whatever they wanted to do?
Well,
I'm not going to say Hunter, and I'm not going to say Pop, because they were kind of just along for the ride.
I mean, he punished them after
And
the
just
curtain.
incredible.
Curtain.
No, he punished Hunter.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. And then where did that punishment lead to? His biggest push ever. So take a year
and
of
his daughter.
Yeah. Take a year of eating shit, and then you're gonna get pushed to the fucking moon with possibly the greatest faction of all time.
So then how would you punish your champion?
You don't.
That was the problem.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Hall and
You can't.
Nash were gone.
You can make him drop the belt.
X-Pac was gone.
Shawn was the hottest thing.
And you couldn't take it off
Well,
Shawn. Hunter ate
Who?
shit.
Who was gonna take it off Shawn?
Who was the biggest star at that time?
Shawn.
He was a heel, wasn't he?
No, he was face.
Who was the biggest heel?
Well, it should have been Brett coming off of WrestleMania, because this all comes off of WrestleMania 12. It It would have been Brett if they would have just turned him heel and he would have stayed, but then he threw a hissy fit and walked away too. So your biggest heel coming off of WrestleMania 12.
Taker?
Sid, which they did go with him and Sid, and they went with him and Vader, but Vader wasn't getting that belt. Sid did eventually get that belt, but then dropped it back.
But I mean, you had options.
You didn't though.
That was a downtime.
Owen would have made a good champion at this time. You could have had him fighting for his brother's respect, which they didn't really tell that story. Plus, they had already done him coming back and winning the belt was after he did the knockout gimmick where he got concussed.
Yeah. I think so.
No, he dropped the belt because of the knock. No, he dropped the belt because of the fuck. I don't know. He dropped so many fucking belts.
But the world of the Intercontinental.
Yeah, I get confused. So the first Intercontinental drop was because he got busted hot, right? He pissed hot. So
That's when he came back and him and Razor each had the belt. That's the ladder match.
And then he dropped the IC again.
Is that when he lost his smile?
Lost the smile is the world title. He dropped the IC because of the beating that he took from 26 seamen or one drunk guy at a bar. I don't know. Depends on who you ask.
Vince's semen.
Look, I love Shawn Michaels as a wrestler. He is a fucking prick.
He's better now, but yeah,
he's a Christian. Is he much better?
Well, he behaves better now, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe. But yeah, he cried every time. He never lost a belt except for to Austin in that era. You know, every other title he never lost it.
Now, if you, I've read Shawn's book.
Two guys in Shawn Michaels' first run. Two guys pinned Shawn Michaels for singles titles. And they're both in the same category of performers. Steve Austin.
Yeah. And
possibly even better than Austin, really. It's Marty Jannetty.
In Shawn's book, he says that like the Clique didn't have this pull. That was the boys talking. Vince would come to him and say, "What do you think about this guy?" Or "What do you think about this match?"
And can you blow me later before your match?
Those guys would go, "Yes, this is a good idea. We don't think this guy's going to make it." He said, "Vince came to us. We gave advice. That's all. We didn't have his ear. We didn't tell him who to push."
Mm-hmm.
That's his. Now, Brett's book is like, no, Shawn was back there sucking his dick. Like,
I mean,
but Brett is a bitter man.
Shane, and I know I don't like Shane Douglas, but he has said that he was in the hotel room when they said, "Let's get the pirate, PCO, fired." And Shawn said, No, don't get him fired. Make him starve. Because if you get him fired, he can go make money elsewhere. That was when they were on per appearance. So make him not get on TV and not get on any bookings, and then he's going to starve. He ain't going to make any money. So, again, I don't know how much you believe Shane Douglas.
Yeah.
But
and, Shawn wrote that book as the born-again Christian Shawn. So he's obviously going to tweak some things to make himself appear.
Yeah.
There's no really, because Brett's one side, Shawn's the other side.
But
no,
Brett's a proven liar, too.
Yeah, he's bitter. I like Brett.
He's a very bitter man.
I've also read Bischoff's book, and Bischoff said,
I don't believe anything he said.
I never told Brett to bring the belt with him. Never, ever, ever.
I believe he never told him.
And Brett's book, he goes, Eric told me to bring the belt.
I believe that Eric never told him to bring it.
But he didn't tell him.
But I'm sure he didn't say, well, if you have it, we can probably use it.
Yeah. It wasn't like, I'm not telling you to bring it, but I'm not telling you not to bring it.
Like Medusa.
If you show up with it.
That was apparently all his idea. Bischoff was like, you still have that belt? We're going to put it in the trash.
Well, that's probably what he would have done with Brett.
Well, that's what literally, that's the reason. The story goes, I'm going to say it that way, is that the reason all of this, all the screw job happened was because of Medusa.
Seeing again, everything revolves back to the screw job.
Screw job. It's the biggest conspiracy theory, probably.
Yeah.
Vince was afraid Brett was going to show up on Nitro with his world championship.
But it's funny, and Conrad has said this because we listened to Something to Wrestle With. Why do they care? For so long, Bruce talks about belt is just prop. Then why care if they put it on TV? Make a new one.
Yeah.
WCW did it when Flair took it over. So make a new one. Fuck that title. That means nothing. The guy that holds that title, he doesn't work here anymore. So for all I care, that belt doesn't belong here anymore. We've got a new champion. This is your champion.
Yeah.
Again, not to defend Brett, he's my boy, but in his book, he said, my dad and Vince's dad go way back, and I've been in this business long enough to know that I would never disrespect a belt like that. I was never going to...
But he also... Okay, go ahead.
He was never going to trash it or just... He would have left it and hey, on this, go on.
Okay.
But look how bitter he's been.
On the flip side of that is your dad and Vince's dad go back a long time. Would your dad have ever told you to disrespect the business by not letting the belt go on your last night? Not doing the job on your last night, the time-honored tradition, blah, 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 Brett screwed Brett.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean...
The whole, I'll drop the belt to anybody you want, just not Sean. That was Brett's thing.
I like what Cornette said. Should just put Shamrock out there on a house show and fucking shoot on him.
Break his leg.
Break his ankle.
Should have just gave it to Sparkplug.
Brett would have. I'll drop to anybody you want.
Wrong era, but still.
Brett, I'll drop
me the
popcorn
belt.
vendor. I don't care.
Yeah, no, that's bodacious Bart and bombastic Bob. That's not hardcore yet.
Yeah, he didn't like Sean.
Yeah, he didn't like any of them.
No.
You probably want to save some of it.
Oh yeah, fuck. That's right.
So-
We do have one last thing to do.
One chip challenge.
I don't even know what this is.
It's the hottest chip.
Is there really only one chip in that box?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
There's one.
Justin got these as a surprise. I'm sure he was laughing maniacally.
So whoever lasts the longest without drinking wins the belt tonight?
Christ. It's going to be you.
Why?
You probably ate 10 of these before you came
No,
here.
I did this once.
No,
and
he's had these. Yeah.
I had it once. That's it. And it was 2 years ago.
Is this like a TikTok thing? Is this like
No.
I've never heard of this. I'm
Fuck, I
confused.
can't open it.
Yeah, there's tape. I'm just kind of ripping it.
All right, I'll take you up on that.
I think there's a warning pamphlet.
What to expect? There's 5 rounds.
Okay, so how long can you last before getting owned, eating or drinking anything?
I'm gonna die. You're about
So
to
5
witness
minutes.
death.
5 minutes, you're powerless. 10 minutes, you're powerful. 1 hour, you're invincible. And 30 minutes, you're supercharged.
Do I need this?
No.
What's that?
I use it to break the tape.
Oh no, I just ripped mine open like a gorilla.
I'm not touching the
Face
chip.
Reaper.
Oh yeah, you shouldn't touch the chip.
I am not.
Because if
touching-
you touch your penis after, you will be sorry.
Eat the entire chip. Wait as long as possible before drinking or eating anything.
I'm going to die on camera.
What is this? What the hell?
That's the chip.
I'm so confused.
Don't touch it. Don't touch the chip.
Yeah, don't
itself.
touch the chip. Try to get it out without touching it itself.
Why is this your idea of fun?
It doesn't smell that bad. I hope it's not stale.
It smells like death.
I don't think it smells that bad.
The sheer pleasure of intense heat and pain. How many? If there's only one chip, how do you do 5 rounds?
It says there's 5 rounds in the chip.
Oh, so like the spice hits first.
Round 1 is a spicy punch. Round 2 is a
It
scorpion
gets,
sting.
it gets intense from what I remember.
I don't. I'm gonna give up.
Oh, man,
Any
I
last
this, or I
words?
would have saved more water.
The belt is yours. 'Cause,
So-
I don't know. All right. How about you? How about we don't have to do the whole thing? I don't want you to. I know you don't like spicy. So why don't we do like a
Why the
bite of the
why?
corner?
because it's death.
A bite of the corner. Let's do that for John. Let's give him a fighting chance.
It's broken. Damn.
Don't touch it.
Try not to.
I'm
Try not to
touching
touch your lips. or
I would.
anything.
Yeah, I would try to bite it and let it go down.
Just a corner.
Well, yeah. Why don't you try just the
it.
corner?
I can't even smell anything.
I don't think it smells that bad. It
It's death.
smells like
I've had the
Who
hottest.
thought of this?
I-
I mean, who invented this? Whose idea is
I wanted
this?
that belt. God damn it.
There's a death nut chip.
there's a
Death
death
nut
nut.
challenge. Yeah.
All right.
So I've tasted the hottest extract, and I was almost on the floor.
I don't know what that is. I'm gonna add a little.
Oh Christ!
What?
Oh, I thought
What?
I thought you were gonna use that as like your calmer.
No, but I was gonna.
Should
take a
have
sip
milk.
before.
Milk is the best.
Dairy would be yes. I'm gonna take a sip first,
Fucking Christ!
just because I wanted some of that. That whiskey's pretty.
You're gonna get the bell.
All right.
I want you to know that.
So we're
Dink
taking
it?
one bite and then what?
Of the corner.
Dink it. Oh, the corner here. Do like a corner, like a
Right
like
here?
a third, like a 33 1/3% of the chip.
No, I want the 143 and a half. Or
Don't do
whatever.
that.
No, you
Okay,
don't.
you have to
No,
take
you
some of
don't.
mine. I got about that. I'm gonna bite down to the thing.
Yeah, so bite it, swallow it.
Dink
and
it
That's when the
and sink it. Touch my lips. Fuck. Okay. Well, we'll see you next week. While we all start to die, we might as well. Yeah, we might as well end it there. Wow, that is hitting already. All right, this is for We Like Wrestling podcast. Signing off while we all go. Oh, hiccups are starting. Oh, damn it, hiccups are starting. See you next week. Hiccups. Oh, hiccups are starting. I forgot. Oh, I forgot I hiccup. You're out already? I forgot I hiccup.